What's up, Tokos? It's Trent, aka TradeMark here. I played a really good Hux the other day, and I wanted to try and play Hux again. First time I made the video about Hux, Hux had just, I don't know if he had just come out or if I just hadn't played him much, but the way that the other guy played him was much different than the way I was playing, so I was hoping I could match up against some Rays and some difficult matchups, Rays and Padmes, and see how playing it this new way works. So basically, I'm going to be playing him a lot different in the sense that I'm actually going to put First Order Officer out quite a bit. And you'll notice that in my last video I recommended that you don't ever put Officer out there unless, because he can easily be cleared like that. But I kind of feel like it's actually not a bad idea. And so Hux's most difficult matchup is probably Ray. Because Ray is really good in the meta, and you run the risk of obviously giving her a huge energy advantage if you play your units at the wrong time. But basically what kind of the difference was in the way that this guy played, and I was actually playing Padme, I want to say, so I'm going to have to be a lot more careful how I play against Ray here, because I don't want to just turn the tide. Right now I have a pretty good matchup, but essentially what I was saying is keeping First Order Officer out and playing in the back. I finally understand how the actual this move works. So watch. So yeah, she's gonna strike this right now, and then I'm gonna see if she will convert these, and then make her pick here. Yes, she just converted, and she failed that conversion. So now this is a really good spot for me, because now I can go send those right there, and then my First Order. Okay, that was really good for me. Basically, even if she would have converted my First Order Stormtroopers, which is what I was hoping she would do, I could have stunned them when they were under turret. So I was giving away a 4 energy trade, but essentially I was making a power play and forcing her, not really forcing her, but hoping that she would use her ability right there, and then I could, you know. So what I was saying is I learned how the ability works, and the ability is actually global, which is pretty it's pretty broken. To have an ability like that is you can cast from anywhere. But the cool thing about it is basically it's an AoE, so it only affects the units that are right close to you, which I kind of always knew that. I just didn't understand, I guess, how close the range is. The range, you need to be pretty darn close to. So I'll show you right here what I mean when I say it's global, is that you see the units that were close to me got sent over, but the units that were far, like the First Order Riots, did not get moved. So, like, one thing that I was noticing that the player that I played against did really well is he would force me to use T70 when I didn't want to, by calling his riots out from further away than I could. Like, usually I like to use T70 when I get a lot of value out of it, which means, you know, like a big push, at least 5 energy, sometimes 8 or 10 energy to use on it. And the way he wasn't allowing me, forcing me to not do that, is he would split. So he'd drop like riots on one side and then send his other riots from his First Order Officer on the other. And if I couldn't clear it, if I didn't have the cards to defend it without using T70, the second that I used T70 on units that didn't include an officer, basically he is always going to have that 5 energy trade. Now you do need to have a decently leveled First Order Officer. I don't think my officer is very high level. What is my officer at level wise? I want to say it's like level 2. And the riots that are spawned from your officer are going to depend on the level of that. Let's see, so another Ray, which is good because I can still test kind of these theories here that I have. But after seeing this guy play, this guy won me with like a level. He won me twice in a row with the level. I forget if he was level 13 or 14, but really punished me. So now what I'm gonna do is kind of feign this side push, and then I'm gonna come back here and drop this, and hopefully as soon as I get first order officer right here, I can put him up. Send these guys over here. See that the range was just. I still struggle really with understanding kind of the range of everything and whatnot. Clear that I was trying to spawn in riots from FOO. But now what I'm going to try here, since I have 5 energy on the board, you can kind of think of this as like forcing him to either drop. Ooh, that was. I don't think this poor dude. Really understands the concept of raid. So now I just get a free turret here. And I'm gonna actually split push to. I mean, if she was smart, she'll take those 4 riots because that's a much better trade. But I think she's gonna steal these. Yeah. You should have stole the riots, buddy. You're in trouble now. Oh shit, he's got that T7, yo, coming in clutch. But yeah, I think Ray's still gonna win in an even skill, even level matchup. It's just too hard to counterplay. But I feel like against a lot of other strong leaders like Finn and Padme and stuff, hopefully I can play a Padme here and show you guys. You can put Padme in some really awkward positions and give yourself a really nice little advantage. I'm just gonna try and do this really weird wide split push here. So I'm gonna do this. Oh, I think she stopped playing. Yeah. I'll show you what I meant by global. Is see how like you can literally, the dude command attacked from all the way back at his base and sent 4 riots to my base. And we drew. Actually, he won the first game. We drew the second game, but with the card level disadvantage they had, he probably would have easily won in an even level matchup. Hopefully, I can get some. I didn't realize I was still up tier 12. I've only played once in this season. Hopefully, I can get a few more high level players soon. Anyways, yeah, I feel like Hux played into a lot of the meta decks is actually a really strong option right now. You know, most rebels are going to be, or excuse me, most light side players are going to be running T70, so that's pretty much all you got to be aware of. But see what level this Ezra is. Level 4 Ezra. Hopefully he's a decent level too. Alright, so now I don't have to worry about cards being converted. You can even play even more aggressive and put your the enemy in even more awkward positions. I'm just gonna bomb that right off since it's decent value for me right there. I'm gonna try and come here. I'm gonna pull back a little bit, and what I'm hoping to do here. I should use command, or what is it called, the order eliminate more often. I noticed he used it like a lot because the cooldown is only what on this 30 versus, so I'm gonna put FOO out on the board and see what he does here, and if he doesn't do anything then I'm probably gonna try and command or order push into his back turret. If he doesn't, oh, he's gonna go deal with it. So that's one option too. I want to keep first order officer alive here, so I'm really hoping he pulls back. No, you idiot! Damn it. And it's almost like counterintuitive to how I typically play, because I'm usually quite aggressive, and the guy was playing pretty much like a bitch. And I mean, obviously, like, I don't care how he's playing. He wrecked me, so. But it made me learn that, like, the value of having FOO and being more passive and playing all the way back somewhere is really, really strong for several reasons. Let's see what we can do. Oh, he's gonna die. Oh, yeah, that's gonna be bad. Anyways, I feel like he's actually a lot more viable at top 2 play now that I've kind of seen that than I initially thought. When you do run into, you know, your rays and whatnot, and I'm not really sure what deck he was running either, to be honest. I can't remember. I think he was using stun, but I can't remember what he was using. You know, obviously a lot of first order cards. Let's see. I also had trying to think if I don't really have a way to deal with ATRTs, so I could actually put in, yeah, let's try that. Let's put in Rocket Trooper here instead of what I want to swap it out for. It gives me one less level on my faction bonus. How often I'm gonna be using stun? I like to keep stun in there because it's a cheap counter for when I get my. So the play is, you want to get either your first order executioner or your first order troopers to be converted. You want to play them in a really easy to convert matter, like a slow play, and so a Ray hopefully will choose to convert the troopers so that you can then make your power play with the riots and your first order officer. And this is even better if you've already had officer out and they have to force 5 energy out of them, because then you can just kind of over aggress them. If she goes for an even trade on the first order officer, it's still good for you because that's the best play they can really make. The longer they let first order officer out, the more value that you get out of him, the bigger you basically push that energy advantage until you overwhelm him. And that's kind of what happened with me. Is initially I traded 1 for 1, or like I was trading decently, and the second that I used my T70 to clear units rather than his first order officer, I just became in huge trouble. So I'm gonna make the same play, see what. Yeah, oh, that's actually really bad. I should have been moving faster right there. Which, like I said, they're not gonna really let you as a. Typically they're not going to let you as a Hux to just run in there and do that. Let's see what she's got for me. So now she's going to use that there, so I'm going to go here. Send them over to the left. I should be able to. Now she played Grenadier. I think I kind of tricked her there for a second, thinking she thought that my units were going to be going to right side where she had spawned the Grenadier, and so she didn't have energy. She did have the Hux is one of them leaders. It's just real annoying. So honestly, when I first play first order officer, I probably should automatically use that because at least I get some value out of it. Oh, whoops! I did not. But yeah, this is kind of how he was playing, was using, like I was saying, keep your FOO out of value. Like if he's by turret right there, that gives him a lot of value to just be able to trade that into him. And then just constantly run around kind of like a bitch in the back, and then just be spawning in stuff whenever you want to, you know, attack, make a play. And he used this ability a lot more than I was, and I think that was the key of what was so much different, is that right here I can call it all the way to the back turret there. Boom. See all those guys now? Now I can make a power play to the left and right. So he's going to clear this first wave that comes in with that, and then afterwards I can come in with my secondary wave of spiders on the left. Can't really do anything about those ones. You can see, I mean, oh yeah, he's level 15, so he's only a rhodium, so I still have card level advantage, but it's not, you can see like how Hux is certainly no slouch anymore. I mean, he never was a slouch. I think he was good when we first came out, but you know, I've heard a lot of people say that he's not top tier, and I'm not saying he necessarily is. Like, I haven't posted my rant video yet, but like that Maul nerf was so retarded. Kylo, like Ren, Dooku, Maul are all better than Hux still, in my opinion, but Hux, like, there's so many good dark side leaders. It's like Boba is still great. Like, oh, I don't like the Grand Inquisitor buff, but you know, some people are decent with Grand Inquisitor, and like so many of the dark side leaders are just in an above average position, or average. There's really not. Yes, Dengar might be kind of in the weakest spot right now. Even Dengar, I mean, has Forlom, is one of the best uniques in the game. I'm trying to think of what the weakest dark side would be. They buffed Seventh Sister a little bit. She's still kind of shit in my opinion. The weird thing about these buffs and these nerfs is that they nerf or buff aspects that don't really matter. Like they buffed these how frequently the what the hell am I trying to say? The little droids spawn with Seventh Sister, but that wasn't the problem with her. The problem is that everything clears those, you know, her little droids. So it's like just buff or decreasing the spawn time doesn't matter if they just like die to everything, or they need to have more speed or something, like something that can give her a better advantage, not just having them, you know, decrease the spawn time there. So I'm just gonna try something interesting here. I'm gonna put those over there. I'm gonna try and send these over here and see. So this is the first kind of split push here, and like I said, I'm gonna try and use that. I'm gonna try and use that ability as often as I can. Try to give my rocket trooper a little bit of time there to do something. See what he has here. Oh yeah, that's good for me. So I think I can pretty much, really need to tank this so that my guy doesn't die, and then I can bomber these. And then I can just go straight into a power play, another power play here, because he's going to be forced to AoE my officer. Again, remember that as long as I have officer up, it's essentially like 5 extra energy on the board here. So, you see? He did get the value there of getting both. Now he's got to go deal with my spider. As soon as he uses any type of clear, I'm good to drop troopers on the right. Kind of in an awkward spot if he bombers me or something here, so I'm not sure what to do until I get some health. And put riots over there on that side. Then maybe I'm just gonna bomber that off, get some value, and then they're gonna attack him. Okay, now what I want to do is throw that trooper all the way back. He's gonna kill me. Oh, I spawned it, right? Okay, watch how quickly this the rocket troopers now kill. See that? Rocket Troopers are like one of the best counters to ATRTs in the game now. They buffed the Rocket Trooper a bit, so it's AoE splash, and that was like a couple nerfs ago, and they nerfed the ATRT health, so it's actually pretty fucking awesome to do that. So watch this. This is gonna be a 10 power play right here. See if I can pull it off. Dunzo. So you can see, I mean, he's a mean mamba jamba, this Huxable. I think I had did I have pretty high card advantage there? Not too high. I've been super busy with work, so unfortunately I don't have much time to climb. But I was hoping I could play. Let's see, tier 13's at 5,800, so I'm almost at tier 13. Maybe I can get a little higher matchups. It's only Tuesday. That's kind of why I think I've been running into a few higher level players, is because usually the earlier in the week you play, here's a suggestion for you guys that are running into a ton of unfair matchups, is that your matchups based on rating. It has nothing to do with card levels. So if you're getting a lot of unfair card level advantage, or a lot of card disadvantage games, try playing later into the week. Like play, I know if you want to do your dailies, you still have to, you know, do whatever daily, but try and only play the minimum during the first part of the week, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and then like from Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and especially, you know, Saturday, Sunday, that's when you're going to have the most likely fair matchups, because the grinders are going to be much higher on their ladder, and the rating's less likely. Now, it's not to say that you're not going to get matched up against them. You still are going to get those matchups, but at least you have less chance of it. So again, what I'm trying to do here is just pull. Unfortunately, FO doesn't turn really fast, but I need to keep him out of stuff like that so that it's not a free counter. So that's not really a big concern. As long as he's up, it doesn't really matter what health he's at, because he's still, the main key is that he can spawn those units, which is what value I'm going to get out of him. So now she just used her AoE on the right, or left, sorry. So I think I can pull in for a power play right here already. Kill her, and then if she dies, yeah, she's all fucked now. Man. I know it's only a level 13 player. I'm not trying to say that was like some amazing player shit. And I'm going to lose FOO here, so that was kind of dummy. But I feel like I'm understanding him a lot more. He's not a leader that I'm used to playing. Like, I'm used to playing kind of counter push, aggressive champs with a lot of offensive pressure, and Hux has a very different mentality on what in my opinion is the ideal way to play him. Oh, see, so she just wasted C70 there, which gives me this huge opportunity, because you can use this shit anytime. You don't have to have first order officer up, because the 30-second cooldown is low enough that I can spawn that in, I can stun her, kill her, and now she's gonna be real fucked when that dies. She dies there. And I can put in that. Yeah, so that's something. Anyways, I'll play till I get all silver packs plus here. Play a little bit longer. And I'll try and link this video from my previous Hux video, because I feel like this one's going to be a lot more helpful to you guys out there with the Hux decks. I do like having Rocket Trooper in there a lot more for ATRT defense. And even, I mean, RPG's got a lot of offensive pressure as well if you use it at the right time. Like, if you use it at a bad time, they can counter it with just about any energy. If you use it when they're low on energy and they've just used their clears, their support cards, and you have offensive pressure on turret, then RPG makes this perfect balance. Because if you have, let's say you have riots on turret with an RPG at back, they're both going to do a shit ton of damage. So the enemy has to choose which counter to utilize. Do I put units on the riots? Do I put units on the RPG Trooper, and if you know they just used their T70 or something and they don't have a card that can reach both groups, it's going to be a really strong play for you. Alright, here's another race. That's good news for me. This is your hardest matchup, and like I said, really the only thing you can try and do is bait her conversion out. And also, I think that my order eliminate might be up before her conversion. I'm not positive, but I'm going to try it right when this ability is up, and I'm going to try and split push and see how that works here. I'm not really sure. I guess I gotta put units down over there. So I'm just going to kind of walk up to here and then move this way and try and spawn them there. Ah, I missed her. Let's go. So watch this rocket trooper though. Woo! Love it! Now she dies there. I get a free, she can't convert my riots. So even when she spawns and she can convert my riots when she spawns, they're going to be damaged, so I'm not too as concerned as her stealing the full health riots, and then I can just defend with that. So it's not a huge deal to me. Woohoo! Aha! Oh, Hux, you sexy mofoko. Alright. You guys getting it? You guys getting them good Huxable tips? I'm just kind of excited. I'm digging my boy Huxy here. So I'm gonna play him in here and then automatically attack this, and then I'm gonna go over to this side and see if I can play. Oh shit! She already had conversion up, huh? That's alright though for me. I just gotta make sure I put my rocket trooper somewhere that's can kill those. Oh shit, they'll slide away too fast. Damn. That's really bad. I mean, it's alright, she let my Spidey kind of sit there alone, which is good for me. And then if she dies here, I need to learn her cooldown, because that's one thing that was a really big mistake for me, is I should be timing her conversion and then punishing her when she doesn't have it up. Kind of wanted to put rocket trooper here and kill that tank, but then basically I was just assuming there they are. What's gonna happen? So I'm gonna put these out front to tank and then back up a little bit. And I can stun all three of these, so I'm not too concerned about that. Yeah, I need to be a little bit more aware of what I'm slow playing. Slow plays, you should slow play troopers, and I should have done that more, and then I could have had my riots make sure. Also, the other thing to think of is that when she's converting riots, you want Ray to convert your first order officer riots, because those are going to be lower level than your main riots typically. So what you'll want to do is use your order eliminate, send your riots out first, so if they're the first choice that she has to convert, and then play your other riots secondly. Oh yes, a Padme. Oh shit, I didn't clear my victory pick. But let's see what level. Oh, level 4 Padme. Okay, this will be a good little test here too. So we both have uniques, obviously. I probably should be moving here, but I don't want to give her too much value. I'm just going to move a little bit, see if she wants to AoE my card or what she's going to do here. And then I'm going to do the exact same play I made on that last person. So I'm going to play riots there. I'm going to move up here and play these ones down here, and then attack here. I'm just going to be aggressive on her, and then back up. Oh, that's not good. Why are you out there, FO? Oh man, he's crazy. FO, you crazy boy! Oh, that was a clone. I was like, what are you doing? Oh man, she didn't kill my first order officer with that. She's in real trouble there. Yeah, so I almost played too aggressive because like that's the one thing I was telling you guys is that you don't want to play too aggressive with hucks. You want to keep calling. You want to use your officer as much as possible to be calling it. And see now she's used that T70. That's the perfect example of what I was talking about. Is that now I can do pretty much whatever I want here. Keep that open, and as soon as the other thing's up, I'm going to be able to make a power play. So I'm going to put units on the right there. See how she deals with those. And then, let's see, what is that? Those. Okay, so as soon as this is up again, I'm bam, 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 using it. Bam, 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 bam. Bam, 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 bam. Get the value. Ah, shit. No, don't kill him! Alright, so we're in a really good spot here. Padme hasn't really been able to get any offensive pressure. She's mostly had to use all of her stuff on defense. So I'm going to use these over here. Kill that. And then watch this, you guys. Watch this. I didn't have enough energy to do it. It would have been cool, I'm telling you, it would have been. It would have been real cool, guys. Oh, she just T70. Oh, yeah, she's T70 first order officer. Unfortunately, it's way too late for that, my little Padme friend. General Huxtable is here. Oh, whoops, I just GG'd twice. That looked douchey. Ooh. You guys feeling that hux burn? That hux burn to play some hux. Getting annoyed of all the little Padmes and Rays in them? I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. If you play even level Rays and they're good, they're skilled, you're probably going to be in for a rough time. I feel like most, I'm trying to think of what leader would have the best shot against Hux, because his order eliminate, even though I had the mindset wrong, because my mindset was just overwhelming overwhelm a lane. So when I originally played Hux, what I thought like the best way to play him was to put down riots, have FOO down, and then send 4 riots towards a trooper, which works good if they don't have any way to counter that. But the thing is, a T70 counters that. There's lots of things that counter that, and if you go in yourself, you also put first order officer there. They just get 15 energy in exchange for 5. You know, so it sounds good in theory, but it's super easy to counter. Or I shouldn't say super easy, but it's a lot easier to counter at least. Okay, so right here, I'm going to put FOO down and then send these guys over here. Ooh, I don't want Fu in there. Since he used that ion, I'm thinking he'll have T70 up. Oh no, he played aggressive. Okay, I like that though. Because now I can go deal with Ahsoka. He didn't even speed up Ahsoka, so it's not really that big of a threat. And as soon as that's up, I'm gonna send. I kind of want to send a power play, but I'm not gonna. I'm gonna play it smart here. So I'm gonna play my troopers on the right, and then this over here on this side, and then send these in too. So now I have a decent split push. See how annoying it is to play against Hux right now. Like, so annoying. Woo! Oh, get away from me, Annie! No, Annie! Little Annie, no! That was just my own fault, being a little bit too aggressive there. But if he dies here, that's actually really good. Let's see what I can... I can't really One thing you got to make sure you do is you don't want to sprint too fast when you're trying to use order eliminate, because a lot of times you can accidentally put yourself out of range of things that you need to be, like units that you want to command, so you put yourself out of range of. So make sure you're aware of that. Just something little to kind of think of while you're playing. It's gonna be a long video, guys, but for you Hux players out there, it will be worth it. Like, thinking about how to counter this, it's actually quite difficult to achieve. I mean, I was able to draw, but I feel like to counter it, you almost have to play. You have to always T70. I guess you could bomber. I don't use Y-wing much anymore, but you could use Y-wing for a pretty good trade with first order officer, as long as you don't miss, miss that. As long as you don't miss your thing, that wouldn't be bad there. Put this out. I'm pretty sure that will splash on. Oh no, it only splashes on tech units. I was thinking that would have been awesome if the splash applied to nearby organics. I guess that would be a little bit OP for Rocky then. Man, he just kind of wrecked me right there. Let's see, what can I do? I kind of have to pressure him here. And I'm in turret range. This is bad. This is real bad. God. Now you can just clear these two if I'm not careful. Shit. Alright. He can just eye on me or do anything he wants right here, which is really not good for me. At least Fu's still up, full health, so that's good. Oh, no, 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 no. Bastard. You fucking joking. Seconds here, I gotta be aggressive. Fuck. I don't think this is gonna be enough for there. Might be. Oh shit. Stun it! That was just bad play by me. Should've won that. Hopefully I get that rematch. I want that rematch really bad. -9. Did I level disadvantage right there? I didn't really look. I know the Cassian was quite a bit higher. His turrets were what, level 15? He was being too aggressive right there because he was annoying me. Cassian's always annoying me. The best way to play a Cassian is obviously to be a major bitch, but like if you're good at macroing, or excuse me, micromanaging your leader and kind of you know, strafing backwards as you're playing. He basically baited me in there and then used K2, which was really what lost me the game. If I would just been patient, I probably could have just chipped him out. What was that? A Wookiee? A Wookiee? So he had to use both AoE clears over there, which is really bad news for him, because now I don't think, unless he's running 3 clears, which I can't imagine he will be, I'm just going to absolutely decimate both turrets right here. Well, at least one for sure, maybe 2. I probably could have played the strong side, that right side, a little bit better there on how I played it, but that'll work. See, he had Y-wing and X-wing. Oh, he had 2 clears there. And try and split these off to there. Bomber those 2. Let's see what we can do. Yeah, so he has X-wing. I think I can power play right here though. I don't remember what he had that was so threatening last time, but I'm just gonna send 4. Oh yeah, it was T-70. Shit. I thought it was Y-wing for some reason, which would have been much better to go against than that. Now you can just walk up here, be little Leia. That's alright though. First order officer is gonna stay up here and about I don't want that X-wing to kill this though, so what I'm gonna do, oh, T-70, shit. Alright, let's see, now I know he doesn't have that though, so now I'm free to call this in. X-wing certainly can't do much against that. And I can send those guys over there. You have to make this decision right here. He's probably gonna X-wing that. Yeah, and then that gives me free reign to come up here and be annoying. I like you, my man Hux. I like you. My man Hux. And I'm getting no love on the victory packs. I'm going to get to tier 14 and actually get some... I've progressively, I feel like, been getting better matchups. I don't feel like I've been just having level advantage here. Let me know what you guys think about the most recent bounce pass. I have my own thoughts in a Rant 2.0 video that should come out sometime. But who am I playing? Oh, he's a ranked player. Okay. Ooh, level 5 Yoda. This should be interesting. I think it'll be a true test of my level disadvantage here. It looks like. See what we can do. Okay. Ooh, okay. Well, probably smart of him. I'm just going to stun these under turret. Gives me pretty good value there on that trade. Just play these here. Ah, shit. Ah, shit, boy. No, attack this motherfucker. Don't fucking... Dear God. definitely didn't want Mace to fucking lock on the turret there, obviously. See. Ah, no, get out of the fucking... Alright, at least my units got out of there. He was trying to get both of those, which I get it. Like, that's what he should have been doing, but... I would rather him strike my units there. Fuck that shit, dude. Yoda dodges so many abilities. Shit's annoying. How you like them riots that you can't do shit about? Oh wow! Don't fucking wow me with your gay ass fucking dodge every other. That was really bad with me. I was gonna play unit back behind, but I was wondering if I could save and wait for homeboy over there. Why? Sometimes like I am not attacking. It's driving me absolutely fucking bonkers. I probably could have won that if I would have. Sometimes like I don't know if you guys have had this where like move attacks. Or attack commands do move attacks instead, or moves. What the fuck am I trying to say? Speak English. So many times lately with my ranged leaders, I wonder if it's just this tablet, because I don't have nearly as much issues on my phone. Might be that my phone's faster, so it processes the commands better. I'm using an NVIDIA Shield tablet, but it's like so many fucking times I just want to attack a unit. I wish there was almost a... I wish there was an attack move button right down near the bottom here. You guys know what attack move is in like League. It basically, you just click near and it will attack the nearest unit like whenever you're in range, basically. That would prevent that. Oh, I should have used first order officer there at the start. Let's see what we got here. So I'm gonna play this, see what he wants to do. Then I'm gonna go play that right there. This is all sorts of fucked up for me. I just played that fucking horrifically. Like he defended his snipers there. I honestly don't know what I was mostly thinking about the last fucking game. I just gave him a free turret. Okay, focus. Let's see. I really only have that one clear, but I can't let him sit over there and just poke at it like that. Oh my god, this... Holy fuck, his trades are so much better than what I'm doing. Get outplayed, TradeMark. That was extremely thorough ass beating right there. So at least there's that. Alright. want a rematch on either of those last guys I just played. Not Thornson. I feel like I need to incorporate sometimes using first order officer to attack units and not turrets, because I feel like that's also a pretty good way to utilize him. Alright, so Ion's down. Oh, this is only level 2 Ray. Okay. Ion's down, so I'm just going to use this in here, see what we can do here. Okay, it's got the Y-Wing too. Bomb his shit. And then, let's see. Probably could have got more value if I would have backed up and bombered at the end. I think I'm going to use Rocket Trooper at the back, because he'll certainly convert riots if I send him in there. And then what I'm going to do is actually send him these riots and try and get him to convert these ones, and then I'm going to play these ones over here on this right side. There's no way he doesn't convert those. Okay, yeah, thank you. Oh man, I'm just too used to playing at that forward line, and that's just giving my it's just killing officer, which is really the whole way that this guy was playing, is relying on first order officer to give you value. So I'm just losing all this potential value here. Like, Hux is not strong, so any value that you get out of attacking with Hux is hugely diminished compared to using Riot somewhere. See if I can get him to convert this. Oh no, he's gonna bomb that. Okay. Drop rocket again. Hopefully he plays some units over here so I can bomb this. Technically I can bomb it now if I want to. Alright, I'll do it. I'm just gonna do the same play. I'm gonna send units right here. Fail. That was a good trade for him. But now, let's see, he just used Ion in that, right? Yeah. He just barely used that. There's no way he has Does he have convert still? Can't do anything now. He's used all his support cards. He used his convert. Oh wait, he's running 3 fucking supports. He's using T70, Ion, and Y-Wing. And Drop Pod. God, that deck is horrific. I guess I guess I can see kind of how it would work. Man, I'm getting no love on these packs though, for real. Put me against them level 5 leaders again. I got this. I wanted card disadvantage. Give me card disadvantage. Don't you guys feel good like when... Like, I love winning when I'm like 2 levels below. And I hate losing when I'm like 2 levels above. Absolutely hate it. It's rare. It's rare. But it happens. Like that, that's actually why I was playing this Hux. Because that Hux shit on me. It's level 3. So I think I'm going to slow play the Spider, and then I'm going to play First Order Officer. It gives me, technically it still gives me value, but it doesn't force me to lose a whole bunch of energy. steal those? No, right? I'm trying to think. Has he used his... She used her convert? Send those. Hopefully she converts those. Start. Yeah, that's exactly what I wanted. And I can bomb those. I can play these over here on the left. I don't, man. Usually boomerang dude's not horribly a problem, but without bomber up, it's kind of rough. Mostly because I don't want to put damage on first order officer. So you guys can see kind of this right here in action of what essentially I'm trying to accomplish. I don't think she has her ability up, so I'm just going to actually send these in and send these in. I'm going to put that down. So you can see how much free damage I got because she hasn't dealt with first order officer, and that's ultimately that's really what this strat is all about. You just want to be really careful when I'm up here doing shit like this, because if you're up here doing shit like this and your first order officer dies, that's like the worst shit. It's pretty good value right there. I'm going to try and bomb that. See, this Ray's playing exactly how you're going to lose to a Hux playing this way. Is if you just keep allowing first order officer, 5 energy, 5 energy, 5 energy. Shit adds up. Shit adds up, homie. So now he's gonna steal that, right? Did he not steal? Now he win. So I feel like probably the Anakin showed the best way to deal with this is basically just, well, luckily Anakin is a leader that can actually do that. If you just face plow yourself into a turret, the Hux has to go close, and then you can actually pull Hux in and kill. If you get a kill with Hux, kill first order officer, I mean, that's the ideal situation. So if you can be aggressive. The deck I'm running doesn't give myself enough AoE clear options, so maybe I could do that by like running something instead of stun. Yeah, actually, let me try that. Let's try and run. What other options do I have? Dioxys? Yeah, that doesn't work horribly. Is turret? Oh, I was hoping it was a... I guess technically the way that this guy plays him, I can play much more defensively and then just keep sending things in. I'm going to try and play this deck. So I put in turret. Turret can be a really good distraction. It can be really good split. You put it in mid. It delays a lot of pushes. Turret was really common back in the day. It's lost popularity, but Pandango was telling me that he's been using it. So I can see how turret, you know, it's one more cost than like B1s. B1s are kind of a really common card right now, but B1s get wiped out by a lot of things. Any AoE, any support, any clear. They're only 2 energy, so it's still a positive trade for you, but you see what he's talking about. Also, turrets provide distraction for Gonks and Bantha. We'll try it. down. Now she's gonna have to use her ability over here, so I'm gonna back up. So this is real good for me so far. She hasn't gotten a single tick of damage on my first order officer. I'm gonna send these guys over here. Try and split pressure her a little bit with Spider. So she used T70 there. I'm gonna split push again. I feel like this deck is such a mean split pushing deck. I really don't want first order officer up here though. Come on, FOO. Back up! Back your ass up, son. So she just struck that again. I'm gonna send these guys over here. You know, bomber all three of those guys. See what that almost took that out. She's gonna use her ability right here, so I'm gonna back up, get the first order officer out of the way. See what that Dioxys can do if that Dioxys kills her. Woo! Oh my Huxable! You sexy beast! Oh, she's gonna T70 that though. That's not gonna be good for me. Oh no, it's bombered. That's good. That's good. That's good. Everything's good. Everything's good. It's happening. There's so much amazing things happening. No. Don't kill that guy. No. She can she ability right there? Oh, kill her, please. Thank you. Alright. That's the GG win for me. She can ability right there, but it's not good. Oh, T70. That's alright. Coming in after the T70 for the cleanup. Cleanup aisle 3. Oh, she got that ability off though. I'll let the gonk do. Oh, I was gonna let the gonk. I should have let the gonk do his thing. I respect him for running the gonk droid. The gonk droid had me nervous, so I was gonna lose. This is such like a fun. I'm actually like really enjoying learning how to play him. He's like one of those nuanced champions, one of those nuanced leaders that like I feel like once you understand him, you're gonna do really well against most matchups. There's some leaders, you know, that you can just kind of face smash, like Maul. I mean, there's nuances with every leader. There's good Mauls and bad Mauls, good Rens and bad Rens, but overall, you need a lot less. Oh my god, yes! It's the level 5 Yoda! Yes! Yes! Mwahaha! Alright, let's try and not get shit on here. Make sure a level 5 mace does not lock onto my turret. This priority numero uno. Let's see what he play. I wonder if this kills that level 10. I imagine not. Oh, it does! Woo! I'm so glad I switched to that now. Okay. I see you. Now he's all nervous. He's like, when's that? Oh, you know this shit's coming out, boy. Oh, you fucked up, bro. You fucked up, son. You fucked up. Oh shit, I didn't spawn in my fucking riots. Rip. I fucked up. Ow. Stop it, Mace. Stop. If I would have sent in my riots there with first order officer. The mistakes, trademark. The mistakes. Don't wow me. Bish, you better not with your level 5 ass. Nihilism. Bish. Bish. Back up. Back up off me. Go ahead, use your T70. Last time it was real good for you, wasn't it? I'll bomber that. Bish in the back. Alright, he just used that shit, so I'm just gonna repay him the favor. Oh my god! Fuck you! Trademark is such a fucking idiot! How many times do I gotta do that before I fucking learn? Like, oh, there's a delay. There's a delay on the spawn. Attention, attention. Everyone, there is a delay on the fucking spawnalugi. God, I fucking hate mace. I actually don't hate mace, I just hate level 5 fucking maces. Alright. I don't... Ah, shit, I forgot the rotation on where he's at. I think he did use his T70 earlier, so technically I probably could have gone there. But let's see if we can't make a better power play. I need to try and force him to make... See if I can force him to clear here. If he uses this... Thank you! Bitch! You done fucked up, motherfucker! Woo! Oh, you would wow me! You would wow me! Watch this. Hello! Wow yourself, boy. Wow yourself with your level 5 Yoda mace ass. Just got the D, son. That felt good. Lots of mistakes. But I sure as hell punished him for that last one. He said, wow. I love it. Hello. Waiting for other players. Oh, he probably crashed. Sorry, bro, if you crash or wounded. Oh no, he's back. He is back. Let's see, what did he just... I just should bomb them all. Boom. Oh, if he lets me... Ooh. Boy, you are in trouble. Yeah, it's certainly it's tough if you're not naturally like I feel like the best players in the game, well, the best players in the game know when to be aggressive and know when to be passive, but oh shoot, I need to be using this. I'm getting no value out of Mr. Man. More value. More value. Obama. Oh no 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 no. No, no, Mr. First Order Officer. None of this suicide nation. We can send those men to the... Oh, shoot. See how so... he spawned two riots, but he didn't get the... No, get out of there, son! That's suicide! Alright, I'm going to try and do this play. I'm going to put riots over there, force him to respond to those, and then depending on how he reacts, depends on how I'm going to use this. Oh, no, 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 don't throw a grenade! Ooh, that was close. That's all she wrote. Level 13 win is not nearly as satisfying as that level 5 Yoda Mace win. That's all she wrote. All silvers, boys. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed it. Hope you guys enjoy some Mr. Huxtable. First Order Officer is only level 2, so I mean, if you guys scale up your Erfu, if he's pretty high, I think it's 2 levels per... I mean, these are level 7 riots, right? You know? So every level, I think it's like 2 or 3 levels per level that you put into him. So you can see how the higher your Fu is, the more value you're going to get. It's kind of an opposite way of thinking of him. Honestly, your Hux doesn't really have to be a high level. It's more your Fu that you want to be a high level. Well, Hux too, because you want to be able to tank a little bit. Because your main weakness, it's really a split push deck now the more that I play it. And so you could probably switch out cards for different things. You know, stun's not bad. You could use pretty much anything tanky. This unit right here might not be bad. I'm trying to think if there's any more first order cards you might want. I mean, I probably could have put Executioner in. I just like the fact that the turret is a standstill. Let's see what the health values are. Oh, they're almost identical health values. So really, Executioner is going to get a little more AoE, but he's going to move forward, and that's going to hurt you. So, yeah. Anyways, guys, that's it for me. Malo, aupito. Thanks for watching. Peace. I'm out of here.